Very warm good evening to everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of ICanCaRe Sunday Live Mind, Body, Soul. Today, the topic on Mind, Body, Soul is aligning the chakras, the energy transformation. So, we'll know from our special guests, special speakers, and our esteemed spiritual guru, Sadguru Ananda. We'll hear from him. We'll know more about the chakras. So, peace, joy, and love are all signs of spiritual wisdom. A life led on the path of truth always brings light and truth. So, I welcome on behalf of the entire team of I Can Care all our viewers on Zoom, Facebook Live, and YouTube to the wonderful Sunday evening on Mind, Body, and Soul. Let me introduce to you our the Chief Master Speaker Sadguru Ananda ji, Dr. Manish K. Wadhwa ji, who is the inner healer, a hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist.
We have been talking about the mind, body, and soul. I have been trying to introduce you to an aspect which we usually ignore or we are unaware of. We usually live in this material world, and anything that happens over here, we consider that to be the reality and the truth. And so we get swayed by emotions and get carried away. Remember, all that is happening on this earth is all happening because of a purpose. Things which are for our good, we are happy. Things which are we do not like, we are sad. But remember, the larger purpose is something much, much more different, and sometimes, most of the times, in fact, we do not understand the higher purpose. So we have been talking about the energy body, or that part of the body which actually runs us, but which we cannot see. So we had talked about the prana, which is the energy source, and how it is connected to the cosmic energy. Now, and the different nadis, the channels through which this energy flows through to every single part of every cell of the body. Now, like in you consider this energy like electricity. So from wherever it is generated, electricity, it has to reach the end user. So similarly, this energy which is generated in the cosmic, that is an unlimited energy. That enters through us as the sthul prana, or the prana within the body. Now this prana which comes in is distributed to different areas, and these chakras are basically transformers. Like if you consider them as electric transformers for a certain area, so these are also transformers which control certain areas and certain aspects of the human body and the human mind also. So these are storehouses now, and all of them are interlinked, so it is a grid. Now consider, if a grid, electric grid, some transformer blows up or gets blocked or doesn't function, what happens? The other transformers are also affected. Either there is an overload or there is less energy. The same thing happens in our body. If certain of these chakras are not functioning properly, or if they are blocked, we suffer from what is called disease or illness. So our well-being at all levels affects and also are affected by these chakras. So we have to keep these chakras aligned with the body, with the energy, with the soul. So the mind, body, and soul are all interrelated. Together we are a whole. We don't exist at individual levels. So if we talk about the body, we talk about the food, the exercise, taking care of the body, cleanliness. If we talk about the mind, again we talk about the positive aspects, the positive thoughts. which help to keep the body in a uplifted state. And the spiritual part, the soul, meditation, if we are connected to the higher source, the cosmic source, it helps us to calm us, keeps us connected and balanced, removes fear. And in this way, the energy exchange takes place very easily. Now, these chakras or energy centers, there are a large number of them. In our Hindu system, there are only 4 or 5 which have been mentioned initially, and it is the Western ones which actually came up with the 7 chakra system. So, to keep that in concert, the 7 system was also followed from our books, and these 7 were picked up. And these 7 chakras are the chakras which are described and which are worked on. But remember, apart from this, we have a large number of minor chakras which are having very, very important functions. But those functions are more or less for those who have attained a certain level. Those are the chakras which you work on when you are towards enlightenment. The yogis actually work on those chakras, and it is those chakras which give them a lot of power, such as they can stay without food, they can stay without water, they don't feel heat or cold, long life, healing powers. All these are because of those chakras which are dormant in us, but they have been activated in the people who are aware of this. Now, if we talk about the different chakras, now remember these chakras, these are not physical entities, these are energy entities, transformers, but they are likened to or located near the physical plexuses in the body, which we can see with the connection of nerves. So there are different plexuses in the body. And similarly, along with this, the same areas, we have these energy chakras. Now, these chakras have been described and visualized by yogis in their trance states and during their meditation. So, I will just tell you about these chakras and how to align these chakras and what is the importance of these chakras. So, as we talk about the first chakra, or the most basic chakra, the Muladhara. Muladhara is the root chakra. Also, if you break up the word Mool Adhar, the reason why you are here, your existence. Okay. This chakra is at the root, it is in the perineal region, and over here it is considered likened to a lotus with 4 petals, which are red in color. And this chakra is the one which actually deals with the physical aspect of the body, the activity of the body, the physical actions of the body. And this chakra is that which keeps you grounded with the earth. So, this is the security chakra. If your Muladhara is working and strong, you feel secure. You are not afraid. And its message is, I exist. You are there. So, live your life proudly. However, remember, Muladhara, the first chakra which we have as human beings, is the highest chakra which is there in the animal kingdom. From animal kingdom, when we come to the human form, we have a system of chakras, 6 of them which are there within our body, and 7th which is just near the crown, but outside our body. And this is the chakras which are associated with the three-dimensional human being. So we shall talk about this existence in the three-dimensional maybe in a coming lecture. So the first was Muladhara, a lotus with 4 petals, red in color, with the Bija Mantra Lam. Now these mantras are there to activate these chakras. When we do the meditation, we will be using these mantras, and you will understand how the power of these mantras makes the energy move up. So next chakra is the Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana is my sthan, Swa, your place. Okay. Now Swadhisthana chakra is the one which actually deals with the water element, and the emotional aspect is the sensuality, sexuality, and desire and pleasures. It is what makes the three-dimensional human being work. So this is the Swadhisthana chakra. Color is orange, and it has got 6 petals. So there are different activities which actually work on the Swadhisthana chakra and helps it to get activated. Remember one thing, in today's time existence, our Muladhara and Swadhisthana chakras are already activated. And we are residing somewhere at the level of the Manipura Chakra. So Swadhisthana Chakra is the one I desire. All your passions are linked over here. And if this chakra is blocked, you indulge much more in pleasurable activities and you cannot go higher up. The Bija Mantra for this is Vam. The third chakra, the Manipura. Manipur is Manipura, the land of jewels. Okay. Now this is, you can say, among the physical body, one of the most important and the powerful chakras. It is also known as the fire element, and it is the main area which actually stores all the energy of the body. So when you activate a chakras, the energy comes in from Mother Earth through the Kundalini, and that generation is stored in the Manipura. So that is, you can say, the nuclear bomb of your body. Now, this Manipura chakra is so powerful that if it is blocked, it makes you almost psychiatric. You have an obsessive compulsive personality. And this is in the solar plexus. It is represented by a lotus which is yellow in color with 10 petals. Okay. And the message of this chakra is I control. It is the chakra which deals with the metabolism, the generation of energy. So it deals with all those organs which generate energy, the intestines, the pancreas. So problems with these chakras reflect in these organs. The fourth chakra. Now remember these 3 chakras, if you imagine the yantras or the graphic depiction of the lower 3 chakras, you will see in the center there is an inverted triangle which points downwards. So these 3 lower chakras actually help to ground you, and they are for the physical existence in society. Now when we come to the 4th chakra from below, this is a bridging chakra, Anahat. Anahat means unstruck or unstruck sound. That sound which cannot be heard, which is created not by any source. This chakra is represented by the heart, the area of the heart, and represents and controls the chest cavity, the air, and the emotional aspects of unconditional love. So the main feeling of love, this is the chakra, and this chakra is the bridging chakra between the material world and the spiritual world. It is the bridge. And this heart chakra is where the soul resides. If you were to take one place where the soul resides, it is the heart chakra. This is represented by a green lotus with 12 petals. And along when this is activated, it is represented by a pink lotus. So green and pink are the two colors which is associated with the Anahat chakra. The fifth chakra is the Vishuddhi chakra in the region of the throat, just where the throat begins. And if you look at the name Vishuddhi, curing the poison, Vish, poison, Shuddhi. Now, this is something which is not explained easily in most of the literature. If you see, why is it called Vishuddhi? We say it is throat chakra. It is linked with the element of ether. The color is blue, 16 petals. Bija Mantra is hum. So I'll just tell you another point which was revealed, that there is another small chakra within the brain which is known as the Lalang Chakra. Now this chakra appears like a small bowl and there is a secretion within it which normally falls down and goes and it is metabolized or burnt out in the Manipura Chakra, in the fire. This secretion is actually poison, which is destroyed in the Manipura Chakra. And even though it is destroyed, this is the one which actually makes you mortal. Now, if your Vishuddhi Chakra is activated, this poison which comes to the throat is converted to Amrit. And it goes up back into the brain. And it is this Amrit which gives you immortality. So the long life which yogis have and the different yoga asanas and the different mudras which they practice are basically to harness this Amrit which is there within all of us. But because we do not live at that level of upliftment, this Amrit flows away down the drain. So Vishuddhi is one of the most important chakras. It deals with relationships, with your emotional expression. Vishuddhi chakra is through which we create. All creative activities are from the Vishuddhi chakra. After that, we come to the highest chakra within the body, that is the third eye, Ajna or Bhrumadhya chakra, located between the eyebrows or in the back in the spine, the medulla oblongata. Now, this Ajna chakra is represented by a lotus, which is indigo to grayish in color with two petals. The two petals represent the separation of consciousness and energy, which we talked about. Shiva and Shakti. The two petals represent the creative aspect. This is the two petals which are the beginning of all creation. And this awareness, this chakra stands for awareness. This chakra represents your intuition. It represents your inner body, the inner thought, the inner mind. This tells you the true you, that you are the witness, you are the person who is watching everything and not the actor. So this is the chakra on which we work. We try to reach this chakra. The moment we reach this chakra, automatically it leads you into the seventh chakra, which is known as the Sahasrara. The Sahasrara of the crown chakra, which is slightly above the head, above the crown, about 2 inches. And this represents the spiritual connection with all that is. It is violet to violet, white in color. And this is the chakra where the union and the cosmic consciousness takes place. And this is the place where actually Shiva and Shakti unite. So these chakras which are there, apart from the Muladhara and the Sahasrara, which are represented as single points, the other chakras have got 2 points, one in the front and one behind in the sacral spine. If you see the third slide, where the spine is visualized, so there you'll be able to see that both the parts, that is in front and as well as the spine, there are 2 points. So these 2 chakras, other chakras, the second, third, fourth, and fifth, and the sixth chakra have got 2 points, or 2, you can say, laterally posed points, which can both be considered as the point of chakra, but actually these chakras are within the spine. Okay, now I can see the screen. Yeah. So this is just a representation of the different chakras. Can we go to the next one? Next screen. Yeah. And these are the plexus which we have talked about. We go to the next screen. Yeah, this is this 7th chakra, the location where we see the 4th chakra. You can see at the level of the heart, the 1 chakra is in front, 1 behind. Similarly, 3rd chakra, 1 front, 1 behind. And the 1st chakra is located at the perineum, and the crown chakra is above the head. Now, when we talk about these chakras, remember it is transformers. So energy flows from one chakra to the other, starting from the base, that is the Muladhara, and goes up right up to the Sahasrara. And it is these chakras, if they are blocked, they will prevent the energy from flowing up. And those blocked areas, because of the excess energy which is coming to them, they will cause disease in the organs or the areas which they are supplying. Now, what is the importance of meditation in the current scenario? Now, remember, these times are difficult times and they will get even more difficult. However, remember one thing, that if we work on our chakras and we work on ourselves, the spiritual aspect, we will pass through these difficult times with ease. This happens by itself. If you were to consider about 10 years back or 15 years back, society was more towards religion. And from the last 15 years, they have gone more towards spirituality. And this spirituality which has come about nowadays is almost universal. You will see in every country, in every place, there's someone or the other who is spreading awareness. And more people are joining these movements, whether you take the Art of Living, or you take the Isha Foundation, or you take Buddhist groups, or you take Reiki groups, or you see people from the West, Eckhart Tolle and all that, who are talking about spirituality and alignment and love and peace. There is a reason for all this. The coming era is such that we are moving into a era of higher vibration. This vibration I started with the vibration of the earth. Now, the earth vibration till last many millennials was only limited to around 7 hertz, the basic earth sound. And our bodies were also vibrating at the same level. However, since 2012, this vibration of the earth has increased and it is now vibrating somewhere around 50 to 60 hertz, which is seen after millions of years, maybe, because there is no record of any vibration which was higher. Now, it is likened to an energy source which has suddenly increased. And this energy source, this energy is coming within your body. So, if excess energy is coming within your body and your chakras are not aligned, there is going to be massive disease in your body. So, we have to work on our chakras, align, and let this excess energy flow up into the cosmic. Now, this excess energy is going to activate more areas of our brain. So that a time is going to come when we will be working with, you can say, almost 20% of your brain capacity. At present, we are only using 5 to 6%. So imagine if you use 20% of your brain capacity, how much more powers you will have. But to get those powers, we have to uplift ourselves and move into a dimension which is considered the fourth and the fifth dimension. So if you look at this slide, I am in the 22 chakra chart. We are in the 1 to 7 chakras are the third dimensional, and the 8 to 15 are the fourth dimensional, and 16 to 22 are the fifth dimension. By the year 2030, we'll be somewhere in the fifth dimension. And you cannot even imagine the amount of powers, intrinsic powers, which you will be having. Telepathy, teleportation, these will be all a part of the human body. The diseases of today will not exist anymore because our body will have changed. But before that, we have to work and clean our chakras. Now, since we have talked about these chakras, a little bit about the dimensions, I would now lead you into one very powerful meditation. I've kept it towards for one of the end meditations because it is actually very powerful, where you will have to use your visual imagination. So, as I've just described the chakras to you and their locations, you try to imagine these chakras in those locations and imagine them as I described them. So, just to revise, I'll just tell you the Muladhara Chakra, the root chakra, is at the perineal region between the genitals and the anal opening. The Swadhisthana Chakra is the chakra which is below your navel. The Manipura Chakra, it is above your navel and below your diaphragm. That is the region of the solar plexus. The Anada Chakra is the center of the chest. The Vishuddhi Chakra is in your throat, just beginning of your throat, just above the sternum. The Ajna or the Ajna Chakra is between your eyebrows. And the Sahasrara Chakra is at the top of your head, just 2 inches above your head. This is the location. The second thing you have to imagine is, imagine them as lotus buds. We will open these lotus buds into lotuses. The basic Muladhara Chakra is red lotus with 4 buds. Swadhisthana is orange lotus with 6. Manipura is yellow lotus with 10 petals. The Anahata is a green lotus with 12 petals. The Vishuddhi is blue lotus with 16 petals. The Agya is indigo to grayish in color with 2 petals. The Sahasrara is a 1000 petal lotus, multicolored. Each of these chakras have got a Bija Mantra. Bija is the basic mantra. Then there are sub mantras also, but we will only be talking about the Bija Mantras. And the chanting of these mantras helps the energy and the awakening of these chakras. So the Muladhara chakra, the Bija Mantra is Lam. Swadhisthana is Vam, Vam, V-A-M. Manipura is Ram, R-A-M. Anahata is Yam, Y-A-M. Vishuddhi is Ham, H-A-M. The Agya chakra is a short Om or Sham, S-H-A-M. We use the short Om. And the long Om is used for the Sahasrara chakra. So when we have our meditation, I'll be chanting, you will be visualizing, and I'll be giving you a discourse and telling you how these chakras are going to open, and you just visualize the energy. Right? Yes, Dr. Pawan, shall we begin? Dr. Pawan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was muted. Okay, yes, please go ahead, sir.
Okay. So all of you, make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Take a deep breath, and now we are going to greet our chakras. Om Muladhara Chakra Nama. Om Swadhisthana Chakra Nama.
Om Swadhisthana Chakra.
Om Manipura Chakra Nama.
Om Manipura Chakra Nama.
Om Anada Chakra Nama.
Om Anada Chakra Nama.
Om Vishuddhi Chakra Nama.
Om Vishuddhi Chakra Nama.
Om Agya Chakra Nama.
Om Agya Chakra Nama.
Om Sahasrara Chakra Nama.
Om Sahasrara Chakra Nama.
Om Shiva Shakti Nama.
Om Shiva Shakti Nama.
Om Jyotirlinga Namo Nama.
Om Jyotirlinga Namo Nama.
Now we start off with the Muladhara Chakra. Om Muladhara Chakra Nama.
Om Muladhara Chakra Nama.
Now visualize this chakra in the perineal region. The beautiful red lotus with 4 petals. And as we chant the Bija Mantra, just listen and feel the energy of the mantra. Feel the vibration in the perineal region. As the Muladhara Chakra unfolds, feel the petals vibrating, and as they vibrate, feel the energy moving up to the Swadhisthana, the chakra which is orange in color with 6 petals. Feel the energy moving up to the Manipura, the yellow colored lotus, the beautiful lotus with 10 petals. And as the energy ascends from the Swadhisthana to the Manipura, feel the Manipura Chakra. Ram, 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 Ram. Now feel this energy moving up into the chest cavity, the Anada Chakra, the green chakra of unconditional love. Yam, 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 Yam. Feel this energy within your heart. Feel the love element blossoming and let the energy move up to the throat. The Vishuddhi Chakra, the blue colored lotus with 16 petals. Hum. 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 Let this energy now move up into the Ajna Chakra, the third eye, the Bhumadhya. Visualize the two-petal lotus. Visualize it like a dove with two wings. And as you awaken this dove, you will see it taking flight and moving up into the crown, the multicolored, thousand-petaled Garden of Eden. Oh, 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 the bird takes flight and moves into the Garden of Eden, where the union of Shiva with Shakti takes place. So as we move into the Garden of Eden, and then we will slowly move into silence. Feel yourself moving higher and higher toward the Jyotirlinga, that one source pointed light, and lose yourself in the light. You will remain there in silence for a couple of minutes before I will bring you back. Gather your thoughts. Return to the present and the here and now. Thank the superconscious and the subconscious for allowing you to experience this journey. Say your affirmations in your mind. Whatever you ask for will be fulfilled. Let us pray for the souls of those who have departed in the tragedy which occurred today, so that they may find that journey and their path. Let the energy and the loving embrace of the Almighty give solace to the loved ones. Let this energy which has been generated within you spread to your families and the people around you. Let them bring peace and harmony. Let there be peace and harmony in your lives, in the lives of people around you, in the country and in the world at large. And whenever you're ready, you can come back to the here and now. You can rub your hands together. All of you, take a deep breath, come back to the here and now. Okay, everyone's back.
Yes, we are back. Thank you so much. It was really wonderful. And we feel so energized and peace from head to toe. Everywhere it's energy and peace. Thank you, Sadguru, for the wonderful feeling and the wonderful experience that you give